All right, now we in there.
Okay.
Cool.
Now we in there.
Right.
Okay,
Hold
good.
on.
Just do a quick check on there to make sure we good to go.
Yeah.
But we should be fine. Oh, see?
Now that's some gang shit.
Hey. We back, baby.
All right, we back,
What's
guys.
good, people?
Yo, thank you for everybody that stayed tuned. It was just a couple of seconds. But anyway, welcome back to Words Never Spoken, episode 26. I am your host, as always, Tied Up, along with Austin Toes.
What's happening?
Austin Toes was good with you. We got a special guest.
Uh-oh.
We got an original guest, though. Like, we got a...
Yeah, from the very first episode of Words Never Spoken.
Ooh.
Yeah, guys. We're going to get right into it. Like, I'm not going to even, like build this up that much.
But before we get into it, y'all throw a like on the video, and y'all check in. Let us know who. Let us know who here, man.
Yeah.
Y'all tap in.
If you're not already subscribe, do a like, share, comment as you wish. You know what I'm saying? Me and Austin oversee the comments. We most likely respond to almost every comment. But here we have a special guest. This is the owner of the BNY Network, Blacks and Yak Network, which I always like that name. Who has a series of shows coming. Channel on YouTube also that's in our related channels if you look at our page. But Ricky Williams, very catchy name by the way.
Hey.
Yeah, talk to the people. What's been good, bro?
Hey, first of all, fellas, what's going on with y'all?
What's happening?
Hey, apologies for last week. I want to thank y'all very much for bearing with us.
Ain't nothing but a thing.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Definitely.
We leave it at that. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Man, life's been great. First of all, episode 26.
Yeah.
That's fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Now, I gotta ask, 'cause last time I came on here, I was cursing up a storm. I was acting real wild. You had to
Yeah.
edit this thing left and right.
We don't give a fuck.
All right, just making sure. Making sure I'm good. I had to ask before we started. I had to ask. All right.
You can do whatever you want, man.
All right,
Like,
good.
Yeah, we
get that burden off the
yeah,
back.
man.
Yeah.
Use your expressions, man.
Speak freely.
Welcome,
Ooh.
Ricky Williams, y'all. We hyped.
Hey.
This is good. This is fun, man. But look though. So look, on this episode, we are going to start off with a verbal memorial of Kobe Bryant, because it's been a year since his death. Him and his daughter and the associated and the associated people on the same helicopter accident. You know, so we want to kind of commemorate him and salute him and kind of talk about what he's done for us personally or the entertainment. Excuse me. I don't know why a burp was like halfway there, but like anyway, like
It's okay if you was about to cry.
yeah, that too, good catch. But yeah, so we wanted to like kind of acknowledge his contribution to the world. So shout out to Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and the associated victims as well.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all can see right here behind me.
Yeah, they can see it. Yeah,
We got a little Kobe memorial up there right now.
Is that all
it's
Kobe?
in the shape of his head.
It's
Yeah,
all Kobe.
every one of those little stickers is a Kobe Bryant sticker.
And there's some GG in there too as well.
And it like literally is about the shape of his head. That's
Wow.
some real shit. like they was about to do his whole body on that wall.
Oh snap! I didn't know that. That's fire though. Bro.
Yeah, so shout out to Kobe. I think the my favorite thing that I got from Kobe was honestly after he died, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Even though I was a big fan when he was alive, but I saw an interview and he was talking about rest and meditation. And I didn't see that until after he died. I think you might have sent it to me.
I was want to send
You
it.
sent
Send
it
it
to
to you.
me, 'cause
Yeah.
I don't sleep, I work.
This man couldn't sleep. For shit.
I don't sleep, I work 24/7. Still a problem. But Ricky sent me this video. It was an interview with Kobe Bryant talking about how he had gotten so good at what he did, and then he realized that he was slacking off.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Why am I not doing as well?" What's up?
Oh, we hear your volume on the feed.
Really?
Yeah. If you lower it, you still get what you.
Yeah, you good.
It's
you
in
good.
my headphone. I don't know how y'all heard that. That's crazy.
That's
It's
crazy.
literally in my AirPod.
Oh, that is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, I'm missing the same shots that I've been taking and been making like my whole career. Why am I missing them? I'm taking all the same amounts of shots in practice. And he was like, he had a terrible game. And then, so he had to figure out what was it that was making him play like ass.
Yeah.
And he ended up going to see somebody, and they told him he needed more rest and meditation. He needed 8 hours of sleep, and he started meditating daily, and that's how he got his edge back. That's how he got back on his game, from rest and meditation, because he was already putting in all the work that he had always put in.
Yeah, I'm glad he emphasized that, man. I saw a recent video on rest by Gary Vee, one of my favorite like motivational people, entrepreneurs, and he was like, "Why do people think that I don't sleep?" He was like, "Sleep is very, very important." He was like, "I get 7 to 9 hours of sleep every day," and he said, "It's what I do when I'm up that makes the difference." He said, "When I'm up, I'm up." He said, 15 hours a day. You know, he said, so he sleeps for 9 hours, but once he's up, he's working and working and working. And that helped me out a lot because I need my sleep.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I felt like you needed to lose sleep to be successful. And it was just that thing in my mind that thought that equated to that type of suffering equated to success. But it's not like that. No. It's all about what you do with the quality while you're awake. And, yeah, so Kobe Bryant talked about being able to get that much sleep, you know what I'm saying? Because he put in the work while he was awake, which is very important. But that's something touching, I think, that to get from Kobe after his death. Man.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. I got a lot from Kobe after his death, too, even though I was a fan on the basketball level. But I never became a fan on a personal level until after he passed, in which I started looking up to his philosophies and his morals.
Mm-hmm.
And dang, you can't find a bad thing said about this nigga. I mean, about this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah. So, like, that was encouraging to me. You know what I'm saying? And when we find people in this world that are categorized as greats, you got to cherish it, man, because this is what I feel like. And this is why it's so commendable. The thing about Kobe Bryant, Gilbert Arenas did a beautiful breakdown on Kobe Bryant and why he was special. Kobe Bryant physically didn't have an advantage. He was tall. But physically, when you compare him to other guards that are greats, his hands were smaller than average. His build wasn't built for this for the position. His vertical leap was nothing special at all. Michael Jordan had big hands. You know, the claw.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan's leap was way bigger. I forgot the numbers, but I researched this. Gilbert Arenas broke it down.
Mm-hmm.
He had every quality why he should have been mediocre as a basketball player. But that time and work he put in, the repetition, is what made him great. I remember when he was a part of the Olympic team with Dwayne Wade and LeBron James.
Yeah, the 08 team. Yeah, the Redeem team.
Wade told a story where he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna beat everybody to the workouts, and I'm gonna show them that I'm the leader of this joint, and you know I'm gonna set the tone the first day." That Negro, Dwayne Wade, he came to the gym 2 hours early. Kobe Bryant was leaving as he was coming, and Kobe Bryant been there 2 hours already, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you just get here. I just finished up." and Dwayne Wade said, "This Negro is different."
Yeah.
And yeah, with that type of work ethic, there's no such thing as failure. I'm sorry, there's no such thing as failure.
Let me add to that with Kobe too as well, because I want to touch on a little bit of Mamba mentality. So Kobe, he was telling a story that they'd go on the road, whatnot. All the players like, "Man, Kobe, you come out with us. Kobe like, "Nah, I gotta get up, gotta work in the morning." Like, "Nah, Kobe, come out." And Kobe's like, "All right, this was gonna happen." He said, "I'm gonna go out with you, all right? But when it's time to get up and work, I'm coming to get your ass." Like, "All right, bet." So they out of the club, whenever, all night. This, that, and third. 4 o'clock in the morning, Kobe knocked on that door. Said, "All right, I gave you my time. Now you can give me my time. Let's get to work." And, you know, young players work. It's like, "Oh, shit, Kobe, it's 4 o'clock in the morning." It's like, "Yeah, get your ass. Let's go."
Wow.
So all that right there, that's just all that mob mentality. So even the same thing with the podcast, life, Be My Network, all that, I try to use that same exact approach, because every time when I'm in here tired, I'm in here working, I'm like, "Man, I don't want to cut this goddamn video up." I turn around, I look at that picture, I'm like, you know what? I can give it a little bit more. And I turn around and get back to work. Now, the work that man did was manic. That man was a maniac when it came to his.
Yeah.
And one thing about it is that it's afterlife too as well. He was just getting started. Man won an Oscar. He had the Mamba
Yeah.
Academy with his girls teams too as well.
Yeah.
You know, Gigi out here doing her thing.
Yeah.
It's sad, man. It's
Yeah.
it's super sad. I was telling, me and also talking. I stay away from all the videos today. I had that one post. I had like a retweet on Twitter, but I couldn't watch any of the coverage. It's still an open wound, man. It still hurts.
Yeah.
To be honest, I was when they said it was a year, I was like, really?
It ain't feel like it at all.
I know.
Like, because with everything with COVID of last year, this past year, it's like, dang. Everything seemed like it went a lot faster.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
a year didn't feel like a year. It felt like 6 months, if that.
It did to me too, man.
You know?
I don't know why though.
Man, so much went on in 2020 that we got hit again with like Kobe. It's like, whoa, for real?
I think the lockdown, and then we lost so many people. And then even if you didn't directly lose somebody, you heard about all the loss.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time it got to be 6 months after Kobe died, we had lost like 4 or 5 other people.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, I know.
So it was like,
Yeah, that's true. I mean, and no disrespect to the dead, but when Kobe passed, I was like, you don't want to die now. Because
ain't nobody gonna pay no
disrespect.
attention to you.
I was like, it's going to be kind of hard to be remembered. And this year, after Kobe died, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's like, that's the 2020, that's the year coronavirus and Kobe died.
But you want to know what's crazy?
Huh.
Is that didn't happen. Everybody who died got recognition. You want to know why? Because we wasn't doing shit else.
Everybody was sitting at home,
We was
looking
on
at their phone.
lockdown.
But
All we did was take in information. In fact, I would argue, and not like it's a competition, but I'd argue that Chadwick Boseman's death hit harder because we lost Kobe, and it got more recognition because we lost Kobe earlier in the year.
We was live for that one.
Yeah, we went live for that one.
That was tough, dude.
I'll tell you what, man. Y'all say that now, but 10 years from now, other than Chadwick Boseman is special, but 10 years from now, we're not going to say 2020, oh, that's the year the nigga from Friday died. We're not going to say that.
I don't think we're going to talk about any specific death except Kobe and Chadwick.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're going to talk about any specific. I think we might talk about those two. Specific fans of specific niches will talk about the other people.
Different subgenres and
You know
whatnot.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the hip hop heads are always going to talk about MF Doom.
See,
Stuff
that's the
like
thing.
that.
See,
Pop
But-
Smoke, King Von.
Yeah.
See,
Bro,
I mean, I forgot about
we
that.
lost so many.
We did. We did. I forgot about
It's
those already. I
crazy.
ain't gonna lie to you. Dang,
So
that's crazy.
I don't know. It's gonna be wild. But honestly, I think 10 years. I don't even think coronavirus will be the biggest topic of our when we talk about 2020, because we're still about to. We got at least another year
Of COVID.
of COVID.
It's true.
At
Yeah.
least another year.
Yeah, but we're gonna talk about the last time we ain't have to wear a mask, bro.
Yeah.
And then 2020 is such an easy number to remember. It's like 2020. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
2020 vision.
Yeah.
Hindsight's everything, all that. Yeah.
Hindsight 2020. Y'all remember we made it through the virus.
Yeah, I will never forget that's when we
This is when the DJs in the club.
Look, yeah, I was wearing Corona. I started wearing Corona condoms, man. I didn't think they made those.
Hold a second, they did what now?
No, I mean, stop. Nah.
I was like, I know I've been out the game for a while, but goddamn.
Right, Corona condoms, yeah. And then people was like, well, y'all wearing masks and then eating pussy like raw. Like, I was like, yeah, that is kind of backwards. But where were y'all when y'all heard the news about Kobe? Do y'all remember that moment?
Kobe?
Yeah.
Dude, know what's wild about it is that I was supposed to be on a podcast with Will Bowser that day. We would have been 30 minutes in the pod when that news would have broke. But I had to cancel. I had some else pop up work related. I had to take care of some business. Some at home taking care of that laptop whatnot. And then the news hits, and dude, my whole rest of the day. Of course, even now I'm still hurt, but the rest of the day me just done. All I did was watch news that entire day, and that's that. It's a couple of things in life where I just sit down and watch news when things happen recently with the Capitol riot, all that. I'm sitting there just looking at the news. Kobe popped off, dude. I couldn't get my eyes off ESPN. I need to hear from everybody. Jay Williams, he stood strong too in that. Everybody, social media groups. I need everything. I was no good. I couldn't imagine being live for that one.
Man,
that'd have been rough.
Man, look, Austin, go ahead. I'll share like my story, but
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really have much of a story. I think I was probably driving or something, and got the notification on my phone. I probably pulled over into I think I pulled over into the Shoppers parking lot in Waldorf.
sorry. It was coming anyway. I'm sorry.
No matter what he said?
I knew what he was about
No
to say.
matter what.
I knew what he was about to say was going to be so minute. So when he said he pulled over in the Shoppers, that just tipped it off for me right there.
Yeah, the Shoppers parking lot.
Okay.
In Waldorf, just pulled over in that joke.
Okay.
When I got the news.
Yeah, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
I was on my way to the gym. And I was going to turn around. But I was like, no, this is actually the perfect time to go. And, I jogged.
You're very
for miles.
cliche.
You know what I'm saying? I was on my way anyway.
Got a little motivation.
Yeah, and then I just finished watching Queen and Slim like 2 weeks ago, so I had the soundtrack playing.
Oh, okay.
And one of the songs was
That movie was ass.
it was fire to me. I liked it. It was entertaining, adventurous.
Haven't seen it.
It wasn't
Me
like
either.
I'm not gonna tell you to go stop. I would suggest way more movies before, but it was adventurous. It was cool. But one of the songs in there was "Do You Want to Live Forever?" You know what I'm saying? Because we could be together forever. And as cheesy as it might sound, I was jogging, replaying that joint because I was like, he left a legacy that lived on forever. And so I was like, damn. So that joint had me hyped. I'm in that joint on the treadmill, picturing music video themes and stuff like that and everything.
Yeah.
And obviously in Planet Fitness, don't get on me for the gym choice, but it had
Ain't no wrong with
ESPN and news and everything like that. And I was just watching different people come on and crying, and I was just like jogging. I was like, I can't believe this. And when I was flying after that, it made me way more paranoid because I was like, if niggas can get shit fucked up on Kobe's plane or helicopter.
You think Kobe would ever work out at Planet Fitness?
Yeah, he had Mamba Academy. Yeah, he had his own
This
gym.
nigga
I'm
paid-
saying if he did have his own gym,
Yeah,
let's take away the riches and fame.
Okay.
Let's just say he's Kobe with the Mamba mentality.
He's just a regular motherfucker
He's
out
just
here.
a regular nigga, but with his same mentality.
He would.
Hey,
Because he'll take whatever he could get. He would, man.
nah, I mean, that's all that. I don't see Kobe out here. He be out here grinding in the streets, running
Yeah,
up
probably in the
hills.
streets. Yeah, I think he'd be in the concrete. He'd be pulling fire trucks with his teeth or something like that. That nigga, he'll be on some other stuff.
He'd
man.
be that one nigga who ran how many miles did he run in 24 hours? Fuck. I can't
Like
remember.
my man
I watched the
David
video.
Goggins.
Yes, him.
Shout out to David
That
Goggins.
would have
Goggins?
been Kobe.
Oh, I love Goggins.
Yeah,
I
would've
love
been
Goggins.
Kobe.
I read his book. I keep up with all his interviews. I love
That
David
would have
Goggins.
been
Everybody that
Kobe.
read Goggins say the same thing.
Oh my god.
They always go off about Goggins, but I got nothing respect for the
I
man.
ain't gonna lie. I never
He's
read
just
his book.
insane.
I just found him this week
Really?
in watching YouTube videos. So earlier this week, actually it was on Sunday. Sunday, the first half of the day was cool. The second half of the day, I got real introverted. And I'm not an introverted person. But I got real introverted. And I say introverted because usually or before I would say I got sad or depressed, but it wasn't that. It wasn't sadness. It wasn't depression. It was just kind of dull. You know what I'm saying? I got real introverted. I didn't want to be bothered. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I let my phone die.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I told you, I think I texted you.
Yeah.
I really wanted to drink or smoke to just get over it.
Yeah.
And I didn't allow myself to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that.
Hold on,
I'm
real
going to just
quick.
experience.
I'm sorry, this is bothering me a little bit.
What?
Your AirPods is just, I think they might still be a little bit too
It's
close.
not in the audio.
I can hear it through the headphone. I can hear it through here.
You can hear. It's not in the stream.
Oh, okay. That's
It's
what I'm
not in
concern.
the stream.
Okay. All
Nah.
right. That's okay.
Because I if it was in the stream, I would know because I'm listening to the stream.
He listens to the stream at the same
I'm
time.
listening
us,
to the stream.
which is wild too as well. 'Cause the stream's
okay.
behind us.
Yeah, that's how
All
I
right.
know it's not in there.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Because it might be one of them things where somebody cleaning up and they turn the vacuum off for a split second and get mad quiet and they like, hold on, it's two of them.
Ain't nobody gonna give a damn about that. Listen,
All right, go ahead.
listen. This nigga. Ty's a perfectionist. I ain't gonna hold you.
Go ahead. I wish.
He's borderline.
yeah, I'm
borderline.
Yeah.
Hey, Dr. Dre, baby.
Yeah, I know, right?
Shut the.
Until it takes effort. And I'm
Siri.
like, all right.
Siri started talking. See, you got Siri talking.
Oh my god.
But
Damn.
no. Damn, what was
I
that?
know. I'm sorry. I knew you were
God
supposed to say
damn
that.
it, Ty.
I'm sorry.
It was Sunday. You were a
Self-control.
dog. You
Yeah,
didn't want to drink, man.
Okay, okay,
Self-control,
that's what it is.
Ty.
No, I was trying to fight it.
Text next time.
Nigga,
Shit. You got a phone,
I was
goddamn
looking now. I
it.
was like, I wonder if Ricky hear this. I was like,
It's
I gotta say something.
2021.
Yeah.
Use your goddamn phone.
I caught it earlier, so it was all good with me. I was gonna deal with it.
But
Nah, so
Sunday-
I was at I let my phone die. I wanted to drink. I wanted to smoke. I didn't let myself do either of those. I was actually at Applebee's in La Plata watching the football games when all of this was going down. And I know that may seem like it's not introverted, but like I wasn't talking to nobody.
Yeah.
I was just by myself at the bar watching the games, eating. Yeah. So it was introverted still. Because it wasn't real popping. Nah, my phone died.
Oh, you let the phone die. Okay. Phone's dead now.
But the next day, I was like, okay. No, I just let myself experience it. The feeling. And then the next day, I was like, okay, I ain't really like that. What can I do about it? And I just started watching YouTube videos, like motivational videos and like thought-provoking videos, big thinker videos, after school. Those are the different YouTube channels that I watched on. They're big on like different philosophies and things like that. Came across Goggins and all his craziness. But the shit is like, it works. Like thinking about things in that different way actually works. Like forcing yourself to fight through things. And some other stuff that I'll touch on later. Yeah. But yeah, that shit was crazy.
Life changing?
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of life changing stuff this year.
Yeah, me too.
I credit psychedelics for all of it though. I still stand by that.
But that was still the latter part of the year though.
No, I did shrooms in January.
Oh, you talking about this year specifically? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't do shrooms last year.
I'm thinking you're talking about in a year's time. Okay.
No, I mean in this month alone.
Okay, I got you.
I have like completely shifted and like focused and buckled down on like on me, like what I am, who I am, and like what I'm supposed to be doing. Really just what my spirit truly is, like who I truly am. And it's been amazing.
That's interesting.
Yeah, good for you, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait till we touch on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Before we to go into that, I just want to catch up with Ricky a little bit, man. I want to just see what you've been up to, man. I came in to the seat we have here, to the BNY network, and to this studio we're in now because of Rick and Austin. But Rick welcomed me with open arms, and I liked his. It was like confidence. It was like a confidence where it wasn't no second guessing what you ever planned on. It wasn't like, yeah, maybe that'll work. It was like, nah, let's do it. Let's check it out. And man, I found that to be a very important quality among successful people. Dan Pena, who made literally 30 people billionaires, if not more, literally said that the difference between billionaires and non-billionaires is 90% guts, 10% knowledge. And you just seem so unquestionable as far as whatever you want to do. So anyway, I want to salute Ricky for that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm excited to ask you, just in general, what have you been looking forward to in that amount of time? You welcomed the new daughter, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So how have you been the last couple of months?
Well, first of all, appreciate the kind words.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Actually, take it back. I'll tell you where it actually comes from. One day I had, I guess, kind of like Austin. I was just sitting around, wasn't really doing too much. And I went to sleep. I woke up the next day, and I had a feeling like, hey, it's time for you to do a podcast. And that was it. Since then, it's just been the grind from there. And just it's beautiful that from just me having the idea, able to reach other people, meet other people, the two of you, of course, and then you're able to get your own thing from that, too, as well. And all it just came from just something telling me that this is what I need to do. This is where your focus needs to be at.
What in the
now,
world?
at what point
it's
in
wild,
your
dude.
rap career did you say, I'm going to be Joe Budden? Because that's where this came from.
Nah.
He was rapping. Ricky rapped. Ricky can rap.
I graced microphones.
Oh, word.
And then he was like, fuck a beat. I'ma just talk my shit.
I'm gonna go acapella. It was just I had just got done a project with shout out to Quality Touch Will Bowser, and I didn't really know what to do next. And like I said, the next thing I heard was just do a podcast, and we started working down in DC We knocked 4 down at One Love Massive, right across from the Howard Theater.
Okay.
And then after that, on my 30th birthday, me and Jenny, we started building this up. Went to Lowe's, got a bunch of carpet. It was pouring down, raining like shit outside too as well. I'm going in and out the house, getting new equipment, material, getting everything up and running. Had a little laptop, bad audio, bad video, all that. So this is a blessing, man. This is an absolute blessing.
But what do you think felt? I mean, like, but as weird as the question is, who said that you can do that? Like, you like what made you say could do this? Were you watching podcasts before?
Not really, to be honest. I was Joe Budden. I was familiar with the man's work.
But was it
Rogan, Breakfast Club, all that. Nah, the things that like also said, I've done shows. I've talked to mics. This is long form, and there's no constraints of a beat. I can just do what I want to freely, and I have to be on track with anything. I can just talk how I want to. Yeah. I can raise my voice high, low, go here, change top if I want to, and it all still rhymes together.
Yeah.
So that's it, man. I can't tell you exactly what told me to do it, what made me do it, but I just said this is the way it needs to. This is what just needs to happen.
Right.
I think.
I was on psychedelics though. Yeah, I wasn't. Not saying it don't work. I just wasn't. I'm just throwing it out there.
Nah. I think that sometimes we have moments where we know like what's right, like what feels right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know me, I'm a big player. I go off of feel more so than studying the numbers and this and good. I think Ricky's the same way.
Yeah, I'm not very analytical.
Ricky goes off of feel as well.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I don't think I never expected him to be like, oh well, you know, I looked at this and this, because I know Ricky. I know he goes off of feel. So when he says that, it's like, the nigga probably just woke up one day and was like, fuck it, podcast.
That's it. That's literally what happened.
Yeah.
And then from there, just get to work.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm getting more into that. Like I'm starting to let go of my analytical side a little bit more. I still can use it in a practical way, but like outside of that, like when it comes to life philosophies and choices, I just be like, what do I want to do? What do I feel? Because I ain't gonna lie, analyzing in the past, my gut has never failed me.
I always go with the gut.
My gut never failed me, man.
Gut good.
And this brings me back to when I was battle rapping in Connecticut. I was driving up to prep. I was sweet talking this chick.
Ooh.
And she said we could stay at her spot. And for some reason something told me she was finessing. And after we found out she was finessing, we were stuck in the car for 24 hours. We had to sleep in the car. And I said, man, my gut told me that she was finessing. And Prep said, your gut told you that? And I was like, yeah. He said, always go with your gut. And that hit me way harder than he knows. To this day, he don't know how hard that hit me. Because he said it like, nigga, duh. And I was like, oh, my God, man. So I know, man. I was kind of like, really?
Super pause.
I mean,
that's all in my gut. You know how hard that hit me. To this day.
In my gut?
I did. I thought of that, too. I was like, don't pause the time. I thought I was going to bring more attention to it.
Nah, I whispered to pause. Ricky was like, nah, I'm going to call this nigga out.
Because when he said it hit me harder than I thought, that was hard.
Yeah, that was fun.
So what's up now? What are you doing now, and what do you look forward to? Period. Just with anything.
All right, so BNY Network, and I'll get to other things too as well. I just want to get this part of the conversation before we move on. Cool. Work on a couple of things. BNY Gaming. Me, my two boys, they wanna do some stuff. So we got some old school game titles like Super Mario, old Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, Super Punch Out, Tecmo Bowl, things like that. We'll play that live, and also we play some of their, play Fortnite and whatnot. And a bunch of new titles too as well. BNY Gaming.
It's about time.
Yeah.
Cause y'all be playing games all the time anyway.
Hey, if you look right next to you on the floor, I got a cord down there that I've been testing out. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna hook up a headset to it too as well.
Nice.
I tried getting them on the mic. They can't be on mic. And I'm like, dude, I can't have you all the way over here talking and screaming at each other. I'm like, yeah, it's fine and good, but we losing audio. So
you got to get like a room mic type of situation for them.
Exactly, something like that. So we got BNY Game coming. It'll pretty much be running. Eventually, in a couple of years, when like 10, 11, they'll run that shit completely.
Hell yeah.
I wouldn't even be here.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's Saturday. I need to get to work.
And there's big money on that though, man.
Hey.
The little kids that's like the richest YouTube stars are making money off of people watching them play video games.
Yeah.
What's the kid named Ryan?
Shit, it's even better on Twitch for real.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
For
then,
gaming anyway.
Bank.
I don't know how many people are playing old school games too.
Yeah,
that's very valuable.
And then for them as young boys to be playing the old school games and mixing in the new ones, they're gonna get a following.
Oh, for
and
sure.
Plus, Jet's the GOAT, so he definitely gonna draw in all the hoes. I mean,
Jet.
women or girls. My bad.
Dude, he's so wild,
Jet's
man.
the GOAT. I'm sorry.
Dude, he is white six.
Oh, man.
That man, he's a Carolina. I get back to everything being wild, but he a Carolina Panthers fan. So when Washington played against Carolina a couple weeks ago, that man was shit talking me all week. I was surprised by the things he was saying without cursing at me. I was getting mad for a little bit. I'm like, dude, I'm not go out and grab you like a grown man. Like, you gotta get up off me.
Me and him went back and forth endlessly with Carolina and Pittsburgh. Even though we watched them, I was like, dog, we dogged y'all. He's like, I don't care, y'all still suck.
Hey, that's Jet 100%. So give him Rick. Yeah, they'll run that thing.
Wow.
We got a meme podcast coming out. Me and my man Nathan over in Texas. We'll just look at like 10 memes, analyze it, decipher it. Yeah, U.S. Olympic meme team. We'll call that thing, throw it on YouTube, Twitch, all
that's
that.
resurrecting one of the old pastimes of the BNY when it first started.
Yeah, exactly. Bring that thing back.
That's one of the original shows or things that they did on BNY Network YouTube.
Yeah, and we always take features, so y'all feel free.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
I mean,
for sure.
Count me in one of those, for real.
For sure.
I don't want to know what the memes say. Nothing.
Nah, y'all show. I know what the memes are, but no one else do.
Nobody else. It's pure reactions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be funny.
Yeah.
Like memes and social media has taught me how many comedians they are in the world. Like, if you believe in God, you can't tell me you don't have a sense of humor. This could be a whole troll. Earth could be troll. Earth could be a whole troll. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have no clue. That crap is bull crap down there. Them niggas buying houses. Like, what in the world they trying to do? They trying to save up money and buy a house down there? This could be a whole troll. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, how many
niggas I can dupe into getting the house.
Bruh, I can't imagine.
Look at this dumbass.
I know.
Look at this dumbass. He bought a car.
We got
need a car for.
We got humans. The humans got dogs. We got pets. They up there walking dogs and teaching dogs tricks. What are they doing? Like, that could be a whole troll. You know what I'm saying? But so you have two kids. You have Jet and the younger one.
Jet
is the youngest.
Well, Jet's the middle one now.
Oh,
Yeah, he's the middle one.
yeah,
Don't worry, I forget the same thing too.
Okay,
Rick Jet, I always get the name mixed up. So I got Rick, that's 7. I got Jet, that's 6, and I got baby Gigi.
Okay.
She's 5 months today.
Oh,
5 months.
okay.
That's it.
5 months.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like longer, right? And how is Rick's and Jet's dynamic like playing video games? Like, is there one consistent winner, or have you observed like who talks the most trash? Or
Jet definitely talked the most trash,
Right.
But Rick usually win.
oh,
Yeah.
And that
And
ain't
then
never go change.
And then Jet get mad, then Jet he'll win his game, and you won't hear the end of that shit.
Oh, okay, I got you.
And you got Gigi that just sit there. She just watch both of them.
That's middle child greatness right there.
Yeah, it is.
Jet is middle child greatness.
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
middle
for real.
child, man. I'm a middle child, man.
Same.
Like, no, really, they say we weird, man. I don't know. I don't think we weird.
Who's they?
I think people in general.
We just different,
I think
but we
society
better
say the middle child
though.
be
We
the
better
weirdest.
for it.
But I think so though. I like my thing is we have the older child, but when the younger child comes, it fucks us up because it's like, oh shoot, I could be a leader this whole time. You know what I'm saying? Then we get I think the middle child comes into their own the most out of all childs. I'm not trying to size myself. I'm really not.
Nah, we do.
I think theoretically, like, yeah. I think that we follow the older child allegedly first, but then the younger child comes and we're like, what if I could choose this or that? And I'm like, fuck both of these niggas.
All right, so check this out. Because me as a middle child never even followed the older child.
Me neither. I was talking in general.
I
think I'm the
never
exception.
followed my
Yeah.
older brother.
Me
In
either.
fact, I was literally the polar opposite to this day.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
the
true.
polar opposite of my older brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. But I think that we still had that baseline to look at, and I think being a middle child, you become that. I don't know if that was immediate to you, but for me, it wasn't obviously until my younger brother was born. That's when I kind of was like, okay, I don't have to follow this nigga. You know, so I can actually be my own person.
Nah, it's fairly immediate for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I remember
I was
looking
always
at
the outlaw, the rebel.
yeah.
Still to this day.
I remember looking
Yeah, now I just call it a hippie. I'm just a hippie. I'm different.
by heart. Yo,
You made a career off the rebound.
Yeah.
You know, definitely be able to stop
I read
that.
the
That's
tweets.
good. You be tweeting?
Huh?
You tweet?
What you talking about?
You got Twitter?
What's that?
Oh, okay, I gotta follow this nigga.
I'm gonna grab some more of this.
He don't want me to swallow. I mean, damn.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, hold a second. Sir, can you please explain? Sir, hey, everybody out there watching, can somebody
Wait.
can somebody explain what Ty just
I was
said?
about to say follow, but when he said some more of this, for some reason the sum mixed up with follow.
Hey, y'all drop a like on the
swallow.
video.
Look.
Y'all drop a
That's
like
a
on the
pause.
video, man.
I remember I was watching.
Is it safe to walk away?
Yeah, please, you can walk right now. Yeah, I got you. Dang. I remember I was watching the infomercial of jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just watching the infomercial. I really enjoyed how the guy sold jewelry. It was $19.99. I called his number. Did I make this 3 payments and that? And my brother, I think my older brother, said this specifically to my dad, and he was like, "Tyrone's weird. He's downstairs watching jewelry commercials." and I said, as a little kid, I had to be 10 or 11, and I was like, "Man, everybody could be different, man. That's what make the world go around." As a kid. I know. I'm so proud of myself for saying that. I was smart as hell for saying that.
How old were you?
I was like 10 or 11.
Oh shit.
I was
Okay.
smart as hell for saying that.
Yeah, that's dope.
That shit was fire.
Still feel the same way?
That was hell yeah.
All right.
He probably more so now.
Yeah.
Yeah, even when it comes to religion now, I'm like, that's yours. and I'm big on this subject now because I find it so fascinating. I just do, man. I don't feel like God put us. I don't think God is sustaining us to any form of worship. I think any one form. I think that He's allowing us to venture into different ways. I think that, and I feel like our personalities, whatever fits best, and you shouldn't judge that. Like I'm right now currently I'm fascinated on tarot card readers. I'm fascinated by them niggas. I'm Googling them and looking at some of their readings and just looking at them because that's. If you look at their videos, you're like, whatever it is, they really believe it. Like,
Yeah.
and they have things in their life that happen that convince them that that's true.
Yeah.
And they know that people, when they bring it up, they don't even expect you to know anything. They just like, you don't know. I was looking at this one video today. This reader was talking to Kevin Samuels, the same nigga that told the girl she was average at best. I thought he was going to fry her up. But she was like, my ancestors are going to help me find a husband or whatever. I was like, oh, he about to cook her. And the way she was like, you just don't know. I was like, I understood what she was saying. But anyway, middle child, I do think, and that's why Jet, I think he going to be a different type of sandwich, man. Like, he is, man. Like, I think he's going to be on some other stuff. It's going to be questionable at first, but it's going to be his happiness, I believe. It's going to be his happiness. And
Jack gonna be a money maker.
He's going to do his thing. I'm looking forward to watching.
And even for me and my family,
Lord willing.
I'm about to move out to overseas. Like, I'm like the first person that I think even spoke about that between my brothers. You know what I'm saying?
You are?
Yeah.
When?
I'm going to, hopefully by June.
Oh, for real?
I'm aiming for Germany if Germany doesn't work out, London. But it's going to happen. It's gonna
Permanently
happen
or
before-
temporary?
To be determined. I'm going to get there for at least, I'm trying to do at least a year at a job. It's going to be Germany at first, then London. And depending on how much I like them, it's going to be whether it's going to be permanent or not. But I have no ties, you know what I'm saying, here. I'm starting to apply now. I just got my Security Plus certification, which is a huge computer certification that pretty much I'll be able to tell them green M&Ms, all green M&Ms, you know what I'm saying? Like, for lack of better words. But Germany, that's why I started applying today to that job I was talking about before we started recording. It's going to be Germany, then London. But I was the first person that vocally, it's like my family was like, damn, nigga, just like that? I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You think that scared some people in your family? Just you having that, yeah, it's time for me to get up and go. I need to go do this. Get out of here.
I'm scared, but yes, I'm scared because I'm scared. But I'm at a point in my life where I refuse to let that make the decisions in my life. But yeah, I think they're scared for several reasons. First of all, my brothers, I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, I'm gonna get a little bit deep. I ain't expect to talk about this.
Hey, words never spoken, right?
I'm scared because I know when I leave that airport, I'm going to be balling. Because I love my brothers. And if you think about it, man, I'm 30 years old. I didn't move out the house till I was like 21. So you talking about 21. Every day seeing the same person for 21 years. Then even moving out, seeing him once a week, my brothers. I can't imagine not physically seeing them. I know I'm going to be done when I leave the airport. Oh, I'm scared of that day. Because the way I'm going to feel is going to be like, and it's going to hurt even more because I don't have to go.
Right, you're choosing.
I don't have to. Yeah, I'm choosing to go because I feel like me contributing to my quality of life is more important than what they feel like might be their love for me. You know what I'm saying? And I could always come back, but I'm scared of that day. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm going to do it, man. Did anything come to your mind when I mentioned Germany or London? It was like something came to your mind.
I don't know. Just hope you don't be swallowing out there.
Nah.
Besides that, good luck, motherfucker.
But look, I'll tell you one thing. This is what I know, right? I ain't even do the AIDS little thing out there. I ain't even look up how much the AIDS is down there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, the HIV?
The house, they don't got no houses in Virginia. They got houses in Venezuela. We got to think of a name. We got to think of a state over there. We got to finish the nickname. You know how they say HIV is house in Virginia? But anyway, no. But I got to look up the numbers. All right, look, I'm going to be really raw out here. I mean, dang.
Whoa, what is going on at Red Couch, man?
I know. Let's keep it real. Come on, let's move on.
Cut the press.
Look.
Hey, where that mic button at? Where that mute button?
Okay.
Help this man.
Let's get straight to it.
Jesus.
All right, let's keep it G real. I'm gonna go over there. I didn't look up no AIDS stuff about who got AIDS and like that. But I do want to find. If I find a wife out there, that'd be kind of fire. But this is what I'm gonna be scared of. I'm putting it out there.
I mean, find a wife anywhere will be fire.
Find a wife.
A man that's looking for one. Yeah, for sure.
And I would rather not have the wife. I'm sorry, black women. I love y'all. I'm very attracted.
Here we
to y'all.
go again.
I know, right?
It
must be something wrong with me because I always come to this. So I'm in denial with her. But black women, I love y'all. I promise you I love y'all. I love the way y'all look. All right, now if we had duct tape, y'all be perfect. No, I was joking. No, I'm just joking. That was a joke.
It doesn't matter. I'm cutting
that
it.
was a joke. No. Black women, I love y'all. But
the BNY network does not represent the views of Ty. All words never spoken.
And neither does words never spoken.
Just put the duct tape on, bend over, put the paper back over your head.
Our contract is under consideration.
No, I'm messing with you. I love black
Hey,
women.
I'm getting this away from you. I don't know how this tape got here.
God, hey, yeah.
50 Shades of Ty, Jesus.
But I'm saying, if I go over there, forget, it don't matter, black, white, or whatever. But if they don't have the American mentality, I'm gonna keep it real. Okay, all right, we're gonna really go there.
I love it when he says this.
Yeah.
It's not black women. It's not. It's women in the city area because of opportunity. It gets to their head. It gets to the head like it changes what men want. I'm sorry. We don't give a fuck about money from y'all. Are you bad? Are you bad? Are you willing to do some things? Okay. We don't give a fuck about you making 6 figures. I'll bang a chick from McDonald's for years if she bad. And she fixed me a double cheeseburger afterwards. So anyway, my point in doing that is, look.
Where'd you find this man?
I know, right? I know. Like, I love
Hey,
black
that
women.
shit is wild.
But
I got a question.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Diamond in
Go
the
ahead.
No, keep talking. Keep
Okay,
talking.
when I go
Yes, keep
overseas,
digging.
and I've been overseas. I've been in London. I went to London for a week for a rap battle. It was damn. I was about to say bitches. It was black women that looked just like chicks from DC. That I was like, I purposely talked to them because I didn't believe that they would open their mouth with a London accent. I was riding a train. Anyway, if I could find a chick over there that has that non-American mentality, I'll bring her back over here. But my fear, when I bring her back over
get
here,
corrupted.
not get corrupted, I feel like she's going to be like, damn, there's 100 of my husbands. There's another tall nigga here, another tall nigga here.
Damn, you
And I'm
gonna
like,
make
you
Larsa
hoe.
Pippen.
Oh my God. I'm like, you hoe, I brought you over here and you fucking another black nigga because you think it's all. So I'm like, so I'm still debating that.
So you're insecure.
So I have to give her pregnant.
That's what it
within
sounds like.
yourself, pretty
Yes.
much.
Yeah.
But why is it?
And you just put it on black women.
No.
And honestly, that's kind of where I was getting at
if
too
I
as
get a
well.
white girl from over there and bring her back, she can think the same thing. Oh, there's many niggas here. So it's not just black women.
Well, that's true of any woman, and I see what you mean. Like,
yeah, but I'm saying I'm attracted to more black women. That's
so
what I'm
you
saying.
go over there, you're like one of one. You being American Ty.
Exactly.
You know, Kanye West, American boy. You go over there,
Right.
and then when you come back, you are multiple. It's multiple.
You want to come back?
There's
I'm
a
not
thousands
a rare
of you.
Pokemon anymore. I'm Pikachu. Everybody gets to choose Pikachu at the beginning of the game. I'm trying to be a holographic Charmander.
Nah. See,
Let me.
What was your question, though?
go ahead.
I think the way you need to see yourself needs to be elevated.
There you go.
I think you're right. That's what I'm working on. That.
And if she comes and he brings her back here and she cheats, if anything, thank you. You done me a favor.
Yeah.
Now I don't have to spend my entire life with your dumb ass.
Yeah.
That's the way I've always looked at it.
Yeah, I think that's a good thought.
Get a prenup.
And I'm also
Dr. Dre.
Definitely gotta do that. But I'm always been the type of person that I will never be in a relationship where I gotta constantly check your phone. I would never on my life. I will refuse.
I ain't got time to check phones. I ain't got time for that.
That
shit.
will never be me. I don't care if I got you from the Dominican Republic and I brought you here. I'm not checking your phone. I'm not doing all that. But I'm just wondering if naturally she'll come over here and be like, wait. There's 100 of you, like for real. And I'm be like, you motherfucker.
But that's
that's
the
why
thing,
I gotta get
though.
her pregnant before I get her.
There's not. There's only one you.
That's what I'm saying.
That's true.
There's only one Ricky. There's only one Austin. Like, no matter what. So if I bring a bitch from, it's like, no, let me stop.
No. You should have kept that.
If I bring a
Keep
shawty,
that energy. Let's go. Fuck that shit.
if I bring a woman from another country, from another state, from another city, hell, from another suburb, anywhere, and she's like, in her mind, oh, there's 1,000 hymns. Oh, you just another one.
She belongs to the streets.
You belong to the streets.
So return her to it.
You aren't what I thought you were if I wifed you, but chances are I didn't wife you. So you're exactly what I thought you were going to be.
Yeah, and you know what?
Damn, that was savage.
Thinking. That's flawed thinking on my part because I do feel like even with a chick in this area, I feel like I don't have that fear. So that's flawed thinking on my part because why don't I have that fear with her? Because she still sees the
same people. But see, the reason you're doing it is because you're taking the different area, her being from a whole different country, and you're saying, and you're, in your mind, you're saying American men pique her interest more because she's not around them. Yeah. When in fact, she could find these niggas very repulsive.
That's true.
And the other side of the coin is that she could be attracted to the American, not the Thai. So you bring it back here, she sees more.
Yeah,
Americans.
I think that's the biggest fear is actually
that's
not.
Up my
and which is, and by the way, which has happened a lot.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say I've seen it. I ain't gonna say I haven't. I'm just saying that.
So what you do is you come back, you leave her over there, because you know she don't care about none of the European man around her. Because if she wanted them, she would have had them.
I ain't gonna tuck her in a cage though, because that'll put her in a cage.
Just leave her over there. I want her to come
here and say, "Go ahead, see if you want to fuck them more than me. Go ahead." You gonna realize that I'm still that nigga over here.
Who does that?
I don't know. Man, girl, go to the club tonight. Go ahead and go home with him if you want to.
No, I ain't doing all that.
I buy the hotel room.
You know you need. See if you want to unbuckle his pants. Like, bitch, what?
And it's funny because I do that, and then she gonna be an automatic side chick because I'm gonna be hitting her, be looking at other chicks. But anyway.
So you brought it back to be a side chick?
No, I ain't gonna.
See, that's the thing. See,
you working hard for it right now.
If I feel like you
working way too hard.
I ain't gonna go out like that. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not going out like that. If I'm not gonna go out like that. I talk this game, but because I'm serious. But I'm not gonna go out like I'm not gonna let fear keep her over there. I'm gonna say, nah, we're gonna do this. But that's something I gotta work on, like that portion of my. That's my weakness. Other than that, I don't really nothing else really bothers me. But that's my little weakness, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. But I'm working on it.
So you gotta do some psychedelics with Austin.
Maybe too. You know what I'm saying? Let's fuck each other, dude. Like, fuck it. Oh no, not niggas. Come on,
Ty, that's 3 strikes, man.
Come on, man. What? No. I did. I placed that wrong.
How many one-liners you gonna have tonight?
I know, right? I placed that wrong. I ain't gonna hold you. I did.
Crystal, come get your friend.
I know, man. I did. You're right. You got me.
Hey, Crystal, I don't know you.
Heterosexuals, man.
Help.
I meant girls, man. But yeah, so I'm
Crystal, help.
I'm gonna go to Germany and London. Man, when I went to London, bruh.
This nigga gonna be in the sex club.
Opening
fucking Pandora's box.
And look, Christian said I gave up.
Damn, send it back to the streets.
Nah, please, man. I be trying to bang all of Crystal's friends. I ain't gonna hold you. She got some bad friends. I be trying to get up on all of them. I be trying to score a hole in one of these motherfuckers. But anyway, dang, my bad.
They ain't know, now they know.
Look, real quick.
Right.
Yeah, I know, right?
Share the video, Crystal.
Man, but some of her friends swore me, but some of them I think I could get, but I ain't have enough time in a room by myself with them. You know what I'm saying? The duct tape was left at home, so no,
There you go.
No, all right, look, wait, one more point about London. Man, so I was riding the train. I got off the train. This one I realized, damn, I could get anybody out here. It was this bad Salma Hayek looking mug. Bad chick. And I walked up to her. I sincerely need the directions. And she looked like a bad Salma Hayek. And I was like, damn, she bad as a mug. I said, let me hurry up and open my mouth so she know I'm American. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, I need directions. I need directions. I was like, can you help me? It was like only 2 niggas around.
So extra.
And so
Were you sipping at this time?
No, I was sober.
What's good, Angel?
But oh my God! So you brought back good memories. I was drunk later on that night, and I made out with a girl on the train, and the doors closed up on me and fucked up my cheeks. And I left because I was embarrassed. But anyway, I'll tell you that later. I was making out with a London chick on the train where I was drunk as a mug. But anyway, I approached Salma Hayek, and she said, mind you, if you go to a chick in DC, they're not gonna say no damn. They're not gonna say this. Salma Hayek chick said, I'm trying to understand your final destination. And I was like, oh my God, she melted my heart after saying that. Those words and that accent, I said, oh my God. And she was smiling, I'm smiling. I don't know why I ain't asked for a number. I might have pussied up.
After sticking his tongue down the throat.
Oh my God, I was
getting
broke
caught up in the train too as well.
Yeah, I got. And that was the first time a girl brought me food. I know that's a little minuscule, but she was a stranger though. I was at McDonald's. It was a white girl in London, and she said, "Where?" I don't know, I guess she knew I was different for some reason. She was like, and I was like, "I'm just trying to get a burger." She said, "I'll give you a burger with meal you want." She brought me food, and that's the girl I ended up making out with or whatever. Anyway, that was a good night. But I was broke because I had to double pay for my. Anyway, damn, how the fuck we get here?
You the one talking?
I know. Damn. But anyway, yeah, I plan on going to Germany and London. Oh yeah, middle child.
Y'all drop a like on the video, man, if y'all like what y'all getting out of words never spoken. Y'all know what the fuck we do. Okay.
Drop
a like on the video,
middle
share it with
child.
your friends. We appreciate y'all,
he's gonna
man.
be different, man. He's definitely gonna be different. All right, so look, bringing it back home. All right, look. All right, so that was. I'm glad I caught where I came from that.
Hey, shout out to Salma Hayek.
So we got the video game stuff, which I'm excited for you for. That's gonna be super fire.
Yeah.
We got the Mimi show. Currently, you have what shows? Because yeah, I know, right? You have a show with Manny now. What show? What's that?
Oh,
like?
Lessons to Love.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't get the thing up and running too as well.
Okay,
Work restraints. We haven't been as active as we would like to be, but yeah, we don't get that up and running.
All right, and I feel like I seen Manny though a couple of times, just him and one person.
Yeah, that's man Darnell. They 2 weeks ago they ran BNY. I was out of town, so.
Okay, so that's what I've been seeing. Okay. I hope he hasn't forgot about me. I'm gonna remind him. I'm like, yo, have me on the show, please.
Nah.
Okay.
Anybody forget about you.
Okay, good.
You send the hearts of mine.
I don't think you should be on Lessons of Love.
And honestly, black women, y'all know I love y'all. It's so many DMs that's incriminating for black women that they know. Like, come on, man. Like, let's keep it real.
Is it possible to get canceled before anybody even knows who you are?
Nah, that's
Because Ty's doing a really good
that's
job.
the only reason why I'm here.
No, actually, if he was gonna get canceled, it would have happened about episode 8. He probably would have been about it.
Yeah. Nah, I mean,
Congratulations.
Honestly,
I think we have a very sexist, racist, classist, whatever is you can think of. That's our fan base, because they be fucking with all of this nonsense.
they do.
Hey, words never spoken. Love y'all. Y'all fucking got it.
And this one black girl that I did wish that I didn't let her go, but I was too immature. I was too horny. I was too greedy. And she bad. She a painter now. She famous. I'm not gonna say her name now that I said all those details. But damn, she fat as a mug. And she
Say
cool
her
as a
name.
mug.
What you talking
Nah,
about?
I ain't gonna say her name.
She
She married
famous.
now. Nah.
Cat her name
Oh,
Yeah.
I know who you talking about.
We were like hanging.
I'm gonna say
I'm
her
not gonna say
name.
no. Please don't. But we were hanging.
Oh, I'm highly curious. The
'cause we
people
were
are
both
curious.
out together. We were both out together. And I think she took me out one last time to ask me, am I sure? I mean, go ahead. Say your name if you want to, respectfully. I mean, all this is alleged anyway. But anyway, so look. Also,
shout out to Simone.
Yeah, shout out to her too. I don't know who that is. But anyway,
Is that Oh.
Crystal got the eyes. That's funny. But all right, so look,
I'm just gonna set my
It's funny because I like randomly followed her on Instagram one day.
Oh my god.
Or she followed me
so
and I
cool.
followed back.
I'm sorry.
And then her DMs was closed. I was like, oh, so you're not gonna pay nothing for me? All right, unfollow. I don't need to follow you.
But respectfully, she's fire. But nah, I ain't gonna say no more. All right, so anyway, what's it called? So look, I want you to get into all right, Crystal, please. But look, I want you to get into what was your question of the day I wanted to talk about?
My question of the day, what I wanted to talk about, what's been going through my mind.
Let's get it.
Are you just alive or are you living? And the reason I asked that question is because I was watching a YouTube video and hearing the words of a man, Mr. Alan Watts. He passed in 70. He was alive from 1915 to 73.
And not a long
philosopher. And he was big on Buddhism, Taoism, Eastern philosophies.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought them and was teaching them and showing them to Westerners in America. He's from London originally. And so my question is, y'all heard the analogy, life is a journey.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that analogy?
All right, so what is a journey? Going places, ups and downs. Just everybody you come in contact with. Within that, you can look at what do you say about people? People in your life are like seasons. They come and they go.
Yeah.
So your journey is unique to you. Like if I take a journey from here to the road across the street, I had to go through the woods, but I would choose my own path to get through there. Mm-hmm. I would choose if I want to bring a flashlight. If I don't, if I bring night vision goggles, or I go with a weapon. No, I don't. Like I get to choose what I want to for my own adventure or my own journey. And the journey and adventure is the same thing. So, and life is always what you make it. So whatever it is that you want to do, or you feel like you should do, or anything you think you should do that shit now. Because one day you're gonna be 65, 70, and look back like fuck.
Yeah.
You don't want to look back like when I was 30, 32. I should have went to London.
That.
I should have went overseas. I should have did
this.
this.
Let's talk about that.
Exactly.
What if I pose to you that is the wrong analogy for life, and for us thinking life is a journey, it keeps us from living, and we're just alive.
Okay. I would have to say then. Okay, first of all, I think I know where you're going, but okay, go ahead.
Okay, so
what's the alternative?
In this video, what Alan Watts was saying was, he said when we talk about the universe, he said the universe in itself, the existence of the universe is playful. Its very existence is playful. And he said, so the a better analogy for universe instead of and life instead of a journey is music. Music is a better analogy because you play the piano. You don't work a piano. You play the guitar. You don't work a guitar. So it's more playful, right? And in the essence of music, for example, a dance, you don't pick a spot of the floor and say, okay, that's where we're going to end. You enjoy the dance, and where you end is you just arrived to where at the end of the dance, you just arrived at that location, at that spot. But you don't predetermine where you end. You don't dance to get to the end. You dance to dance. Like the essence of what you are doing is in the dance, right? Mm-hmm. You're enjoying the moment, every moment of the dance. Our educational system is what he really pointed in on, because it programs us to think of everything or think of life as a journey. So it's set up in a graded system. So you start in kindergarten, you graduate kindergarten, you get to first grade. and second, third, so on and so forth. You get out of grade school. Okay, the next place, now I got to go to middle school. I get through middle school. Yes, I go to high school. And you're always chasing the end goal. You're always chasing the achievement, whatever your achievement may be. So you go through grade school. Now you go through college. And now you get out of college and you get a job, say in a sales job. They have quotas you have to reach. And so now you're trying to reach that achievement. And once you've done your work and you reach that achievement, and then you get to about 40, 45 years old, and you look up and you say, hey, I made it. I'm here. I've arrived. And you don't feel no different, not much different than you did when you were chasing, when you were going through the journey. Because you were just focused on the end instead of living, or instead of enjoying every moment. So in life, us thinking of life as a journey, it could handicap you into just being alive and not actually living and experiencing life. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're not thinking of, for example.
Wait, hold on. Okay, go ahead. Please,
people who
like
live long enough to retire, right?
Yeah.
At 65 years old, and we know not everybody is like this at 65, but a lot of people are. They got their money, they're able to retire, and then they're not even like physically able to enjoy everything that they worked for. Everything they work to attain. Oh, I'm a stack this money, have enough money to retire, not have to work, and then I'm going to live my life. But you can't even live your life because you can't do everything that you wanted to do when you were looking at the end goal.
Yep.
Because you're not able to. So you spent all of this time chasing this end goal, focused on this end goal, that you didn't appreciate every moment that you had leading up to it. So life is better thought. A better analogy is music, because when we're in music, we're there to enjoy every moment. If we weren't, for example, we would go to concerts just for the ending. The best artist, keep in mind the age that he was alive in, he used concerts, for example, he's talking about conductors. He said the best conductors would be the ones who played the fastest. And we would go to concerts just for the finale. Yeah. Because all we would need to hear is the boom, the ending, the loud crash of cymbals at the end. Because that's what we're here for. That's what it's the end goal.
Yeah.
But music, that's not our end goal. Our goal is to enjoy every moment as it passes of the music. We don't think about the end. That's not what we're after.
Yeah.
And so in life, to truly live, then you need to appreciate and enjoy every moment and not worry so much about what's going to be at the end of the road. You got to enjoy what's happening right now. And when you experience every single moment, you can say that you're living.
Yeah.
Is that possible to enjoy every single moment?
Yeah.
I mean, so.
Yes, yep. I do, but if there's just out of curiosity, does anybody have like a goal they're looking forward to in, like, I don't know, maybe like 6 months, something like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, releasing a song.
So that's your goal right there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, and that's very artsy too as well. Like, you can appreciate the process of booking the studio time, going to the studio, the writing process, the creative process in the studio, laying the track down, all that is appreciated. Now, for someone who's not so much into, like podcast music, all sorts of things like that, like going to work.
Let's say buying a house.
Or something like, yeah, exactly.
Say that's somebody's goal.
All right,
that should be appreciated. I mean, going to pick out the house first, or find the city you want to live in, or the country, like you.
Mm-hmm.
Then finding the area you want to live in, and how are the people around there, what is around there too as well. There's a process with that, but a lot of people are like, I just want the house on the papers and done, but they don't really appreciate the process of what it took to actually get there. So
exactly, this is the flaw.
And that's true, man. Life is quick. That's why you got to sit there and just really take your time with a lot of things.
This is the key. And I think that this is the key to this. I'm telling y'all. And Alan Watts is probably saying that he's not probably saying that life isn't a journey, but he's saying that we probably could view it. We should view it as music more than a journey, because then we'll be cheating ourselves out of what's happening in the present.
Yeah. What he's saying is life is not a journey. Our perspective of life as a journey makes us miss or not pay attention to.
That's what I think he's saying.
No, that's exactly what he's saying.
Yeah. Okay.
That's exactly what he's saying.
And with that being said, to elaborate on that, he's imploring us to think of it another way in order to not miss out on happiness and gratitude. This is the thing. Even with the people with the house, they don't know, or they fail to realize that once they get the house, they'll be saying, "What's next? Then what?" You know what I'm saying? All right.
That's the problem. It's always what's next at that point.
It's always what's next.
Once you reach the end.
And Austin, this is what I've been preaching for the last couple podcasts, because I've been saying through my studies, being newly woke, I'm still concluding that at the end of the day, it's enjoying the current moment. Because when we leave these bodies and we go to wherever, if we go to heaven, if we go to another rink, we're still going to be there and say, "What's next?"
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, and that's why I always say this life we have is just a form of existence to appreciate.
Ooh, I have a question then for both of you. Do you think it's I don't want to jump here, but this still kind of ties in that. Do you think it's a problem with religion that there's always the next and not the now?
No.
Yes.
I don't think that's the problem.
You go first and I'll go after you.
I believe that I think that religion is a problem, period, in general, but I don't believe that's the problem in religion. That's not religion's fault. That's the people's fault. Maybe religion doesn't highlight it enough, but people's main problem, and it coincides with religion or whatever you're doing, is that they don't understand and they fail to realize that their happiness depends on if they challenged or not. They fail to realize that. Well, no matter where they're going, if they want to be rich, if they want to be a singer, they don't understand. They think that it's in their way. No, that's the very reason why you are happy.
Oh yeah,
because you struggle.
You always need. You need enemies.
You need, yes.
When the Bible says love thy enemy, and this is another thing that I've been digging into and thinking of, and it goes to your point, even though I'm about to counteract your point, but you just sparked that memory in me from a video I watched. When the Bible says love thy enemy, you're loving your enemy because you need enemies, not because you want to convert your enemy into your partner.
It does not say that. He is right.
Yeah.
You need enemies, and this is where he brought out when he was talking about people in religion or whatever. When you hang out with the good people and you listen to their topic of conversation, what's the biggest or number one point of conversation? It's always the people who are not good people. It's the ones who are bad that let them reassure themselves of how good they are.
Their moral ground.
Yeah.
When the average person comes home and they're complaining about their job, they don't know that job is the very reason why it's keeping their sanity. Because if that job didn't exist, they would need something else to occupy their brain. As simple as that. All right? When you overcome challenges and trials, that contributes to your happiness. Then you're like, okay, now what? You know what I'm saying? And that's what
I'm against that too, though.
And that's what Alan Watts is saying. Like we need to enjoy the journey, because when we and more and more people should recognize this, because when you interview rich people, they're always like, "Nigga, it's not money that makes you happy, bro." You know what I'm saying? Some niggas with money's like, I don't know what else to do because I got everything I needed. You know what I'm saying? You need challenge in your life. Everybody should appreciate every step of the way. But now I'm already accepting that. I'm taking it on a grander scale of defeating life in general. Everybody wants to find out what happens in heaven, and they fail to realize that when
you're
you get
missing
to heaven,
the point. You're missing
they're
the point.
going to be in heaven. Then what?
Yeah.
You're just freaking. Is it an unlimited orgasm?
You're missing the point of what we have right here.
Yeah,
and it's to experience it, because you'll never be able to experience this again.
But that's what makes it so special.
That's like you look at any tree. Don't just look at it as, oh, I've seen a tree before. Look at the curves in the tree. Feel the bark. See how, enjoy that moment, that tree, because you're never going to experience that moment with that tree ever. Even if you come back next week, that tree is now different.
Yeah.
You are different.
And even
you are different.
And even if you experience a different life, and it's still fire. Yeah, but it's a different form
But
of
it's
fire.
still different.
It's like comparing fried chicken with dessert.
Yeah.
It's like it's a different form of goodness.
Yeah. It's
like,
a
nigga,
different
it's just fire.
satisfaction.
It's like maybe you like rap, maybe you like R&B. It's like I love that song too, but I like that song too.
Yeah.
It's kinda, you know what I'm saying? So you got to enjoy that form because it only will exist one time.
Now let me counter
That's how I feel about my
your
kids.
part
There you
about religion. The problem with religion, to me, actually, one big problem with religion is that religion focuses on the two things that cause depression and anxiety more than anything else: the future and the past. Worrying about the future,
very
always
true.
thinking about the future, focusing on the future causes anxiety. Always focusing on the past causes depression.
Where you came from.
The real way to have peace of mind is to be present and not worry about the future or the past. And when I say not worry, I don't mean be reckless,
Yeah.
but enjoy the present. And because when you always focus on the future, you get anxious because it's the unknown. If you always focus on the past, you get depressed because it's what either you lost something or you made a mistake or you regret. All of that leads to sadness and depression.
Exactly. Real quick, like how old is Rick, Jet, and Gigi? Gigi's 5 months, right?
7, 6, 5 months.
7, 6, 5 months.
7, 6. You will never in your life, in 2022, you will never in your life have Rick at 7, 6, 5. Rick, Jet, and Gigi.
And you know what?
You will never have them again at 7,
And you know
6,
what?
5
And that's why 2020. Now this is gonna sound kind of fucked up. I'm explaining. That's why 2020 was so precious to me, individually, as a parent, as a father, because I spent more time with my kids, with them not going to school and me not working, then I can never have that time back. I mean, I had them up late every single night, morning, every single day. We were just all of us, of course Jenny too as well, but it was just all of us, and that's time you can never get back because the grind, never going to school every day. Me and Jenny going to work every day and come back, then it's practice and dinner, then bed, then the same rat race every single day.
You realize that you were just going through the motions. You were on
Yeah.
autopilot before everything forced you to take control.
And I
again.
didn't even realize it, dude. That's the crazy thing about it.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I thought that everything was moving, but honestly, there was a lot of shit we were missing.
Yeah.
And we've grown so much in this past year. Then, I mean, of course, they're 7, 6, still young. And like they're like 14, 15 then.
Right.
But we've grown so much that that's been such a cinder block for us going forward, too, as well. It's changed the dynamic a lot of our relationship. Not saying it wasn't good before, but now it's even stronger because we had that time.
Oh, you're more aware.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You thought you were doing the right typical American life thing. Everything was perfect.
Until
And
shit
going to
shit
school
got
was
real,
good.
yeah.
Oh.
And then we had to pause back. We all had to fall back.
Oh. So now what you're doing is you're changing what you value. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And
That's why they're being
It's
homeschooled
been
right now.
allowed to reprogram.
That's crazy.
To reprogram what's the default system. Like our default. That's another thing. I've been on heavy like
good
on
brand.
some research and shit.
And that's why, like, I'm gonna quit my job for a year,
Yeah.
so I can take my time and do all that. And
Yeah.
I can't wait, and it's
Yeah.
only like a year away. I'm a year
You
away.
gonna fuck around and be a philosopher by the end of it all.
Yeah,
You
for
might
real,
have
bro.
your own book.
Yeah, honestly, man, I can't wait.
Yeah. So a lot of Joe Dispenza was talking about how we live our life. No, it might have been Bruce Lipton. It might have been Bruce Lipton. Anyway, you're talking about it was Lipton. It was Lipton. Because he was talking about how we can have heaven on earth because everybody's so focused on getting to heaven. But he said, so what's heaven? If you ask anybody what heaven is, it's a different explanation from every person.
Which is true.
So what is heaven when you get to the essence of it? It's a creative place. Because if we're going to say literally what is heaven, it's space. Space is literally heaven. But if you were going to...
But I don't believe that, though. I believe that heaven
It
is
is.
a spirit realm. I don't think... Space is a tangible human...
Okay, but check this out. So when you go to that next level of spirit realm, now you're tapping into creativity. You're creating what you think heaven is. That's why it's different for every person.
Go ahead.
So peep this. So when we talk about and keep in mind, this is for it may not it doesn't necessarily touch you personally because you don't think like this, but the majority of people
go ahead.
are living life to get to what heaven is instead of living life now and enjoying it now.
And it could be a goal they'll never see regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But they could, because you can live it. We are creative beings, like literally from the outset of our life. So the first 7 years of a child's life, they're in the hypnotized state or whatever with the imagination, right? That's where we download all of our programming for how we live life. All of the rules that we live by, we get all of that from 1 to 7, right? Okay. After that, we go into a different stage where now we're living by those rules that we gained when we were between ages 1 and 7. Nobody has to teach us. We observe and we download and we learn.
I can't tell you how much my kids watch me every single day, dude. It's scary.
Yeah.
It is
and that's
scary,
how they're
dude.
going to, and we live, 95% of our lives is lived based on what we learned were the rules in our first 7 years. The other 5% is where we're mindful, our conscious mind. That's where true happiness resides. I'll tell you why. So, that other 5% is like falling in love. And what he said was The Matrix. He said The Matrix wasn't a science fiction. It was a documentary. And that red pill is like breaking free of the programming and actually experiencing, like, that's what he equated love to, falling in love. Because when we fall in love and you have that honeymoon period, what it is we're living like we're not thinking, right? So our 95%, our subconscious is us on autopilot, us thinking. But when we remove that boundary from our minds of thinking, of labeling everything, and we just go off of our pure wishes and desires. That's what happens when you first fall in love. You're truly, like, you're really you, like, as a child. Your imagination for how anything is possible. It's euphoria when in that 5%, and when you first fall in love, that's what you have, right? So you're happy all the time. You could have been depressed yesterday, but you've fallen in love, and now all of a sudden everything is great. Life is beautiful, and you're going through the same stuff you were going through yesterday. The only difference is you've broken out of that. You took the red pill, so to speak, right? Yeah. So you've broken out of the programming for that time. What happens is inevitably we go back to thinking because we still have jobs, we still have bills. We go back into that programming. So what he's saying is the way to achieve happiness or heaven on earth, so to speak, is by reprogramming our 95%, our subconscious, reprogramming it to act on our wishes and desires the same way that 5% does when we first fall in love. And it's called the honeymoon effect. Mm-hmm, so the honeymoon doesn't stop. The honeymoon can last forever because it's your default programming.
Well, I also think the issue is that, look, man, like, what you're saying is very plausible. Like it's understandable, it's digestible. But the thing is, it's doable too. But for us specifically, Westerners, man, we're set up to fail because of where we're placed in the world. I'm not saying that I'm going to give you up everything. I'm going to strip naked and just start walking naked in the Eastern world. But I'm saying we're starting off on a program that is the latest and the last philosophies of the world, being in the Western part. And it's hard for us because our baseline and foundation is so far from where we're supposed to be. And it's hard to adapt, man. It's hard to adjust, man.
I mean, that's true.
Born in like India,
but you just given, like, that's true. But even the people who are born with less or closer to the pureness of that philosophy, they have trials to achieve it as well.
They have trials to achieve it too, but
if you focus on the obstacles in a mindset of, man, we're so much further away, you're handicapping yourself.
Well, I guess he's saying that Western civilization is already handicapped us.
Yes,
we're already
yeah.
behind the 8-ball.
But only we control. We choose what we are, what we want to be. Like,
and what he's saying is right too.
We
as well.
choose that. You
Yeah.
choose to allow yourself to be handicapped and say, "Well, I guess I can't."
But how do you know
Kinda.
you're being programmed if
That's
you don't
the
know
thing.
you're being programmed?
Look, it comes down to
But you
this.
do.
No, wait. No, wait. Because you mentioned the first 7 years of your life.
Yeah.
So you're setting a foundation as a kid, what is normal, right? So really, it's a war between visual and reality, and our visual war is much harder because of what we see is because it's so tangible, way more than the niggas that's poor in India or Africa. Not saying that, of course, it's not all India and Africa poor, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, because it's so tangible to us, it's more real life to us. But for them, it's like that's something that's way far. Maybe something else is the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that for Western people, I'm not saying this in a justifiable excuse, but I'm just saying it's just a harder. It takes a conscious effort to get this mentality from us.
100%.
Oh
You
yeah,
know what
for
I'm
sure.
saying?
Yeah.
100%.
Like,
That's just like the rich dad, poor dad philosophy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
if
yeah.
you were born poor, you can strive your whole life to be rich and you'll still be poor. If you're born rich, you could be stupid and you're still going to be rich because you're going off of your default, what you learned growing up. And if a rich person, a stupid rich person, actually started to use their mind, they'd fuck up and they'd ruin everything. So you actually have to change your programming, your default programming, in order to change your situation or your state in life. Otherwise, you always fall back to the default.
Yeah, and I think more people are born instinctively with that mindset of being the closer to what reality probably should be. I remember I was talking to my niece. She's 11, and I wore something, and she was like, "Why are you wearing that?" I said, "What's wrong with that?" She said, "That's not cool." And I was like, "All right, this is a good teaching point." And I was like, "Okay, so why is it not cool?" She said, "Because it's just not." I said, "But why? Can you explain to me why you feel like it's not cool?" You know what I'm saying? Even though I knew what I was wearing was abnormal, but I was trying to get her to think more than what she was told was cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, if Kanye West wore this, would you say anything? Would you even question it? Maybe like older people probably, yeah. But her, probably not. So I was like, you got to think when you say something, why do you feel that way? Is it you or is it what you've been trained to think?
Yeah.
So if you can't explain for yourself why you feel this way, don't promote it as finalized. You know what I'm saying? Promote it as your opinion. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's the whole basis to me of Western civilization. Why do you need this? You know, the keeping up with the Joneses, all that. So look, let me ask you something. Like, because I want to end this, but I want to end it with that question: are you living or are you alive? And why do you feel that way?
I believe that I've began to live in the past. It's been gradual in the past 6 months. I began to live and not just be alive. I've began to be conscious and aware of every moment that I'm having. I've been able to enjoy the process more than anticipate the end result. And I think that's one of the most important things. Like, you have to enjoy the process more than you anticipate the end result. And I think that because of that, I've been able to just truly be to free myself from constraints and restrictions of worrying about the future or tripping over the past. So an example, everything you see now, like the whole, what some will call a persona that you see on camera now, like, to me, none of this is a persona. Everything that you see now is Austin Tolles. Like, it's who I am. You're just now seeing it. So to me, I don't feel like I feel like this body is more of a virtual reality shoot than who I am. I believe that my spirit is like my spirit or my energy, whatever you want to call it, is bigger than this body.
Of course, I agree.
And it's just chosen, like this is the vessel that I'm
it's
experiencing life in. I feel like I've tapped into the energy and I've gone away from focusing on the matter. And when I say matter, I mean we're made of dust
Flesh
or whatever,
yeah.
like flesh. Gotten away from the matter that constricts me to thinking this is all that I am. And I've been tapping into the energy, which is this is just the vessel that I'm using to express. So now I'm creating in more than what I can touch on the outside, more than a beat, more than a painting or whatever. Now I'm even creating on the vessel that I've chosen to use.
Yeah.
So I'm showing you what I am, who I am, as opposed to just thinking that there's nothing more or what have you. So I feel like I've began living in the past 4 to 6 months.
Yeah.
And
in the present.
Yeah, I'm present.
Yeah.
I'm more present.
And that was a very interesting thought you brought up about religion. I never thought about that, but I can't argue against that. I currently agree with that. Them focus on the past or future. That is very true. And what about you, Rick? How do you feel? Are you living or are you alive?
I mean, I've said this early on the podcast too as well that there was I feel like I was in a rat race, but I didn't realize until like pretty much 2020 popped off and I sat back, I actually could see things. You know, I realized exactly how fast we were moving, and time was slipping. Like I mean, one day my oldest is 4, and next thing you know, 6, almost going on 7. And that's just from grinding and just working. I'm not saying that we I'm saying we missed that time. We didn't celebrate those, the moments, but it's a different perspective when you actually can sit back and I'll put it like this. You talk Western civilization.
Yeah.
I don't believe it was ever intended for us to work 9 to 5s and be away from the family all day.
Yeah.
Like
never.
I go away to my gig, Jeannie does her thing, and the kids go away, get raised by somebody else that I probably met maybe 2 or 3 times over a 10-month period, and then expect them to do more of the parenting than me.
Real quick.
Dinner, bedtime.
I think you're right. The 40, just a side note, the 40-hour work week was implemented during a Great Depression. It was during an economic decline. So why did we keep that? It's just something to research. But yeah, so
I mean, it's kind of like the Patriot Act too, as well. I mean, I was born it for a certain reason, and why is it still a thing now?
Yeah.
They can get people like Edward Snowden and whatnot, but that's a different story, a different day. But yeah, like the whole reality. I mean, also talking about too as well, just breaking free of that, talking to Matrix being a documentary.
Yeah.
I think that's spot on.
Yeah.
And the thing is that
you
you can't really force somebody to get to that point. And everybody has to get to their revelation, not to use a biblical term, but it works here. Not to get their revelation through their own, I guess say their own journey.
Yeah.
Enjoying the process is something that I have definitely struggled with. You just think about the next step, next milestone. I got that one. What's the next one? What's next? What can I capture next? Who I got now? Instead of just realizing, hey, what we're doing right here in this very moment, this podcast is amazing.
Yeah.
Whether it does,
this is a hell of a moment.
Exactly. This conversation is great. Yeah. Regardless if this thing only does, I don't know, 100 views or whatnot, for us individually, it's done something. And then from there, it can touch other lives based on what we know, and it'll touch a lot more than the very work that's going on right here. I've asked you a question, Austin. What led you to the actual moment where you realized you needed to start living? Was it just videos on YouTube or?
I'm so glad you asked. Shrooms, people, psychedelics, they are everything. I realized, like, bro, listen, and I haven't like told you directly. My very first trip on just 3.5, just a KD is what all I did. My first trip literally took me outside of myself and was like, damn, I am unappreciative. I've said thank you 1,000,000 times and I've meant it, but I've been unappreciative I haven't really appreciated everything that I've been given in life, the people who are in my life, what they do, their talent, like how great they are. I was very unappreciative. I realized that the moment I became an asshole. So before my mom died, and this is what I like experienced during my first trip. Before my mom died, I was straight light and only had a sliver of darkness. And that sliver of darkness was my bad relationship with my father.
Right.
Everything was light. And that light was so bright that sliver of darkness almost didn't even exist. Right? My mom died, everything flipped. The light didn't exist. Barely. But the darkness took over. That's when I really became an asshole. That's when I started breaking hearts and doing all of this, like all of that stuff. It wasn't until that trip that I realized that and saw that I was like, damn. And I'm using this as I'm using my mom's death as the excuse to be what I saw as a terrible person. But it wasn't until the trip that I was like, damn, I need to appreciate more. From there, it went from appreciating more everybody around me to appreciating myself. From there, it went from just appreciating myself to, oh, like, what are all of these things that I haven't even experienced because I've been so in darkness? My eyes haven't been open. I haven't been seeing. I haven't been experiencing. And that's what's led us to this point so far in just this month. Because that's when this all happened, in just this month. I did shrooms like on the 2nd or 3rd day of January for the first time. Yeah, I think that's what really opened the door. Like, the way the shrooms work in battling depression, anxiety, and everything, they definitely attacked my depression and was like, nah, get the fuck up out of here. We got work to do. And I haven't had a depressed moment since I tripped. Like, and I've been focusing on living ever since then. I feel like that's what led to it.
Yeah, I mean,
hey, congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I spoke to him about that before his first trip. I mean, because I experienced it, and I know what he's meaning. I understood exactly. I got it now. Like, when I saw a video, I said, I get it why they're like that now, and it actually makes perfect sense. And you could look at videos, and them niggas echo the same sentiments, bro. They all say the same thing. Everybody gotta try it. You don't understand. There's more to life. And this is my theory. My theory is that shrooms, because it's a natural herb, it's from rye that grows naturally, but really which contains psilocybin.
Yep.
What I think my theory is that it's a defense mechanism for the plants, because the way it's poison, but they poison you, and it's a defense mechanism for them because it makes you feel more in tune with nature and appreciative life, and you don't want to destroy the earth. That's why I think it's a defense mechanism poison for them, which translates to us as being nice human beings as a whole. I think that's exactly what they are, and they do that on purpose so that they can protect their lives. Like, don't kill us. We love you too. You know what I'm saying? Type of thing. And it just doesn't fail, man. It's too many people that echo the same sentiments when taking it. Some people even go forth to have the same type of dreams, and it's too prevalent for me to deny. There's something to it. And so when I was babysitting him, that's what they call it, when I was trip sitting him, I was like, oh, okay, I've got nothing to worry about. He's pure. Because his reaction already told me I don't got nothing to worry about. Because some people react and they deny their feelings and they make them go crazy. Austin didn't come close to anything like that. And so I was like, yo, he needed this a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? And it's just hard because it's an unconventional thought. It's a fight in our brain because it's been anti-cultural. Yeah. And that's why they've been trying to, because it's anti-culture. The more people take this, the more they're anti-government and anti-this. Yeah. So, of course, they want to, I'm telling you.
Who is they?
It takes money out of their pocket.
It
takes money out of their pocket. Big pharmaceuticals lose money because, and this is my biggest discussion point or argument when people talk about shrooms and everything. They're like, oh, I just can't take it, Bro, the reason, or they'll bring up that it's a scheduled drug or whatever, right? The reason that it's a scheduled drug is simply because it takes money out of big pharmaceuticals' pockets. SSRIs and shrooms or any psychedelic, they bond with the same cell in your body that deals with depression and anxiety and PTSD, all of that.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
The difference is shrooms, or the psilocybin in specific, it bonds with that cell, which in a way it heals the depression or anxiety, whereas the SSRIs just attach to it and do more of a suppression thing than an actual solution. Like it's more of a what's the word I'm looking for? Symptom. It more deals with the symptoms than actually solution. And so, if I can have you taking SSRIs or these pills every day, and you got to get a refill every month,
Right.
and I'm hiking up the price for my back end, I'm gonna make big money. But if you take shrooms, and the science shows that the people being over depression and PTSD and anxiety, it lasts 6 to 14 months after you trip. The side effect, the actual trip only lasts as long as it lasts.
Right.
3, 4, 5, 6 hours, whatever. The trip only lasts that long, but because of the perspective that you get, the new perspective, that's what changes or helps with the depression, anxiety. That's what makes it last.
Long. Yeah, after you come, we call it coming up from the drug.
I lose money if you don't need to see me but every 6 months.
Yo,
This is true.
It stays with you for so long, man. It's so beneficial. I mean, look, man, like, I know for regular people it's hard to fathom because people really don't understand how evil people could be. And it don't take a lot of, out of 100 people, it only takes 7 evil people to fuck shit up. It don't take, 75 people don't got to be evil.
Nah.
So you're right. Most people are good.
Yeah.
They want good for you.
Yeah.
It don't take a amount of evil people to fuck shit up.
It's definitely a minority.
But people get people, the world wouldn't do that. It's not the world, bro.
No.
It only takes a little bit.
It's these few people.
Yes, like, and get them in control. Then they brainwashing other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's frustrating, man. Like, I don't even like getting back to, because it's like hardly anything you could do about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, that's another discussion, man. I mean, anyway, look.
But y'all doing your best part to educate.
Yeah.
Your truth. And tell your story.
Yeah.
I just want the journey of life to be easier for people. That's it. I want to make your journey a little bit more endurable. I do.
I want your journey to be an experience instead of...
Me too.
Instead of a ride you have no control of. I want you to know that you can gain control of your ride.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But real quick, I'm gonna answer the question: am I alive? Am I living or alive? I do feel like I'm super living. This last year, 2020, for me, I'm sorry, it has been the best year of my life, man. It's been the best year of my life, man.
Yeah, we said the same thing.
I never felt so alive
I got the clip
before, and you know, I'm actually talking to you today, and like even saying like this your last time your sons are gonna be your children are gonna be 7, 6, and 5 months. Like thinking about that, and this is the last time my mom gonna be 56. I'm gonna leave today and have an immediate reaction, because next time I talk to her, I'm gonna keep that in mind, because when she's old and she can't communicate, I'm like, damn, I remember when she was 56, we were talking like regular.
But she was moving.
Yeah. And so that makes me sad, but it also makes me reset in gratitude.
Yeah, you'll appreciate these moments more now.
Everybody needs to reset their gratitude every now and then.
Yeah.
Do whatever you need to do to reset your gratitude, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm not even tripping off of death anymore, man. I feel like someone was here to assist you in your journey, and when they leave, they did their job. They assisted you as far as they were supposed to assist you. You go ahead and keep assisting other people. And then the next life is the next life, man.
I have different thoughts about death now too, though. I don't believe. I think death is more of an illusion than a reality. And when I say that, because I believe time is an illusion as well.
I mean, when I say death, I mean different forms of life.
Yeah, but I mean, when I say I believe death is more of an illusion, I mean in the sense that most people think about death. Like I used to be one of those people that was like, damn, death is the end. Like my mom died, she's gone. I don't believe that no more. I really truly believe that death is nothing but, like, to me, it's like the battery died on the VR. And now you take the VR off and you go on about, like, you're still around. Your energy is still there. I don't believe death is like, you know what I'm saying?
No. All right. So
you just move on to the next.
Yeah. That's just, I'm not,
No.
it had nothing to do with, like, your point. I'm just saying,
No.
I look at death different now than I used to.
Okay, and I understand that. I'm not going to even argue that, but at the end of the day, let's keep it real. It's still you're losing that form of the person which we grew to love.
No, nobody. Yeah, that's still the case.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
But
I mean, yeah. That Stardust is
because
one
of
time.
the way I look at death now, it's like, okay, I lost that form of you, and I'm still gonna miss it. I'm still gonna mourn it. But when I wake up in the morning now, I'm not sad that you died. I'm happy that you're free, or you're experiencing something completely new.
Yeah.
I'll see you when my battery dies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when my battery runs out, or when it's my time for my energy to break loose of this, I'll see you then.
That's wild,
cheat
dude.
so bad. I want to cheat so bad. I want to just. This is gonna sound wild. I want to die and just be able to, like, come back and say, "Nigga, just live your life. Trust me, we gonna be straight."
That's which one is it? DMT or the
DMT?
Toad? DMT.
Yeah,
they say that's pretty much what happens with DMT.
Well, I had that experience with ketamine, which they equate to DMT.
What'd you see?
I want to do the Toad.
Oh, Ricky. Oh, I left this life for the first time in my life. I literally saw my. I'm not trying to. It wasn't gray. It wasn't shaky. It wasn't great. No, I saw myself sleeping. I left my house. The spirits talked to me, and they were like, "Tyrone, you're putting too much credence in your flesh. We're going to show you the spirit realm." They showed me the spirit realm. It was undescribably beautiful. They have pictures online of the same thing that I saw people actually drew. I don't know how they would draw it. And they brought me back to my body.
That's
right
off
now.
memory. They had that skill set already.
How long do you think you were going for? Just out of curiosity.
In reality and
You're
in
good.
your mind.
Yeah.
Like in reality, how long were you gone? And then like in your mind, how long did it feel like you were gone?
This is very. You got to understand, man. Honestly, and I didn't know until I did it. Trust me, man. You got to trust me on this. It is very, very hard to articulate this. Literally, I was gone for 20 minutes. Literally. But when I was gone, there was no such thing as time.
That's why I said
Illusion.
time is an illusion.
Yeah.
When I listen to music, as weird as it's going to sound, and it makes me want to cry, I ain't going to hold you. When I had my headphones on, the song was not playing by the seconds. The song was playing at the same time, bro. I know how y'all feel when y'all hear that. The song was not playing like I'm listening to the song where it was like, we're on fire, burning desire. It wasn't. It was saying you're on fire, burning desire at the same time. I'm telling you, bro. It was very, very hard. And the spirit, they brought me up, and it was like, this is how I described it. It was like a waterfall made of 3D blocks that interchange, like that moved like the Rubik's Cube. And I was like, I said, I don't give a fuck. I said, yeah, I got it. They took me to a bridge, and they said, Tyrone, we showed you this already. Do you want to go here? And I said, this is where people go crazy. My brain said, I felt my brain going like, Ty, you're not ready for this. You're going to go crazy, and you're going to learn, but you're not going to be able to go back. I said, I can't handle it.
What is it? What do you mean by that?
The spirits took me to a bridge, and I'm telling you right now, man.
No, but you will learn, but you couldn't go back.
I was going to learn a new way of life, a new form, a new existence.
And you wouldn't be able to come back to this.
My brain wouldn't have been able to retract back to
handle
this.
it.
And the spirits asked me. They said, "Do you want to do that?" And my brain was like, "Whoa, no!" And I was like, "I can't, guys. I can't."
That shit is wild,
bruh.
Where can I get ketamine?
I wrote this experience. I wrote this experience down, and like I asked the spirits, "Can I come back to write it down?" And text my buddy. They allowed me to come back. I came back. I saw nothing but numbers when I came back. I saw nothing but numbers in my phone. And I was able to take my phone. Nothing but numbers was around me. I text myself what I was experiencing. I have it in my phone to this day. It's like exactly.
So you think it was like a mathematical equation?
In a sense, I think they translated to my brain how I could handle it. However I can. And Carmen, if you want to see the drawings, type in DMT drawings on Google. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I saw. It's amazing, and it was the drawings, but they were moving like a machine. It was anyway. It's frustrating talking about it, but anyway, the music was playing at the same time. We are humans. Let's end this, man. Because I could go all day about this.
Yo, look,
dude.
I don't know, but I feel like this is one episode. Ain't nobody gonna care. This was beautiful. This is dope. Like, dude, this whole conversation.
Yeah, bro.
We gotta come back to this again. We gotta
come back. Yeah, let's
I got so many more questions too.
Oh my God, Ricky! And what I want people to know is, I heard these stories as a nigga, and I've been like, these niggas are wildin'. I'm a regular nigga. And I'm telling you, I experienced this stuff, man. I don't know how to explain it, man. The experience, I talked to science. I spoke to science. And I asked them, and I said, why do y'all make the sun rise every day? I don't ever want to, go on strike. And they said, we don't have free will like you guys do. They said, we have to do what we were made to do. And I was like, what? They said, we are made to raise the sun. We have to do it. Every day we got to make the sun raise. And I was watching them. It was like hundreds of workers, small workers. And they were like, don't even ask us that in front of the boss. And when they said don't ask us that in front of the boss, that's when I felt that being. I call it God. And I was like, oh, y'all boss is God. He's the one that makes. He said, of course. And I told the monks this. They said I spoke to the demigods. And he said, the Dominican monk looked to his Asian monk friend and was like, he spoke to the demigods. He said the demigods are the people that God set up to keep in place the rules of science. Shit like gravity and the sun. And he said, you spoke to the demigods. He said, the monk said that I was way ahead of my time of reaching perfection. He said, because people take years of reincarnation, incarnation until they experience that. And I said, nah, I experienced it. And I came back to my fleshly body. And they practically were like, Tyrone, don't forget what we showed you. Here's your fleshy body. What you gonna do about it? And I woke up and I was like, I really need to work on self-control. It's just like Ready Player One. It's just like Ready Player One. Mm-hmm. It's just giving credence to that character, building all that stuff up for the character, but not working on your human self. But it's that on a spiritual level. So my human self is that Ready Player One and not working on my spiritual self. Yeah. Son, I would question it and say it's just a dream, but it's too many people that have the exact same dream. Yeah. You don't have the exact same dream as strangers, bro. Yeah. There's something true to it. You don't have the same.
And then to remember it so vividly. You experienced it. That's why you can remember it, because you experienced it.
I was looking at my body and I said, that's me sleeping. And them niggas was like, are you ready?
That's fucking wild.
I'm a regular nigga.
What did they look like?
Okay, so at first they weren't nothing. They were just there.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
But then they knew that I couldn't handle that. So they made them into little soldiers because they knew I needed something to understand. But at first they were just talking. No English. They were just talking, bro. It wasn't English. They just was talking to me. And they was like, this nigga can't have. He was like, he kind of wilding. So they gave me soldiers as representatives. The nigga brought me into the spirit realm. As soon as I stepped in, they were like, Tyrone's back. Tyrone's back. And then I heard this. It's going to sound funny, but it's like, Tyrone's back. Tyrone's back. Tyrone's back. Tyrone's back. Tyrone's back. Tyrone, welcome back. Tyrone. And I was like, what do you mean? And it's like, you're back. This is your real self. They said, we're going to show you around. Boom. It was like a Rubik's Cube with beautiful colors. People have drawn this shit, bro. I've been fascinated over this. People have drawn it, and I'm like, that's exactly it.
See, for me, that solidifies me, like, because I've heard, not specifically from DMT or ketamine, but people talking about, and it just connected with me, and that's why I said it, like, this just being the form that we take to experience this life, but our energy is bigger than that. That to me solidifies something
bullshit.
like that.
This is what I call, this is bullshit. This is a demo. This is the demo of GameStop where you don't realize how much stuff that you can't get until you buy the game. You're like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. And go, this is a demo. That's why I'm not gonna lie. As much as my family might not like hearing it, I don't care when I go. I just hope that they're tough about it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, whatever, dude. I know what's good. You know what I'm saying? But that's the hardest part because death is never about you. Death is never about you. Death is all about the people you love. You're gone. You don't got nothing to do with this anymore. It's not about you. It never is about you. It's about the people around you. So you got to hope that you conjure up enough strength for them for when you're gone. You got to make sure they're independent. And you got to make sure that they're... The most important thing to teach anybody in life is not how to make money. It's not how to get girls. Not how to do... It's adaptation. That's the most important thing you can teach anybody is how to adapt. You teach people that, they can do whatever they want. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't plan on talking about that. And I got to look at some of our videos because I hope we don't always end up with this. But look, man, this is Words Never Spoken. This is a great theme for mama mentality, man. Because Kobe's probably a beast spirit somewhere.
Oh, my God.
With recording it of spirits like, okay, we're doing this today, guys.
Killing it.
Oh, my God, man. So thanks for tuning in, guys. We went over a little bit than we wanted to, but thanks for your attention. We feel like y'all need that anyway.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, man.
We want to really give an extended thank you to Ricky for having us and always opening his studio to us.
Always.
With no problems at all or hiccups. Thank you so much, Ricky.
Thank you for occupying.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. And this is Words Never Spoken, episode 26. Austin got some music. Follow Austin on Instagram for music. And we're going to end it with that. Thank you, guys.